right. Recording? Yes. Let's go. Let's see. Let's get out of here. Like so. Okay. So a few things have happened since last time. And I have this video is more gonna be about lessons for myself in the future, because at this point there's absolutely no reason for me to be break even or red, but I'm red. So why am I red? I wrote up some key points here. Not sure if they are in order or they make sense in that order, but I'm just gonna go through them and spill my thoughts on it. The first one is know your market. And what do I mean with know your market? Let's take an example of like, let's go with Bitcoin. And if you go on a big window and let's say you remove all the indicators and all the drawings, and then we make this a line chart just to make it easier. Okay, so Bitcoin is a very nice example. Where are we? Here, full screen. Of a market cycle. You have a bull market and a bear market and a bull market and a bear market and a bull market and a bear market. But what comes in between those markets? So in a bull market, that's when everyone's super happy, super excited. Oh, okay, drawings are back. Let's see, you can hide this again. I would like to draw, but I'm just gonna talk. Hopefully it still makes sense. No, here. Okay. So after a peak, after a top in the market, after the frothiness where everything goes up, there's a period of downtrending market with some bounces in between. And those are called dead cat bounces or bear market bounces. Usually they used to lure new people in and the bag holders sell, and you know, exchange hands until you're all the way at the bottom. And once you're at the bottom, it's a bit of choppiness, sideways choppiness. It's usually a very hard time to swing trade, because it's just, there's no direction. Everything just goes up and down without any clear direction. But then there's the after bear market bottom bounce, but it's still not a new bull market. It's just a new, it's just a little bounce. Of course, in this cycle it was pretty much a new bull market, but a better example is this cycle. After the bull market, bear market, choppy sideways, and then it has this mid-market bounce, but it doesn't go straight to all-time highs. It goes back down and then choppiness, and then it take off for the new cycle. So where are we now? Now this is a Bitcoin chart, but this is just the overall sentiment in the market where we are. We've been in a bear market for 2 years, or a year bear market, and then we've been in a 1 year sideways market, and now the large caps especially have been grinding higher, doing some very nice moves. But in this rally, you should not expect things to just keep on going. At least not most things. There are a few stocks that are probably just going to keep on going, and those are the leaders. I'm going to talk about the leaders later. But in this bear market bottom bounce, you should be very careful and take your profits. You should not hold too long on your trades and wait for the new cycle, the new the bull market. Anyhow, it doesn't really make sense. I'm just talking. Let's go back here and let's quit this. I need a line find char candles, and then, oh, sorry. Here we go. Okay. So know your market. What I'm trying to say is that I've made some mistakes because I'm expecting things to just ride, but they quickly fall down, even though they're uptrending. But then they quickly reverse, and I lose my profits because I thought I could just raise my stop loss as the trend kept on going. But depending on what stock you're in, and that's the next point. First, know your market, know where you are in the cycle. The next thing is that you gotta know which stock you are in. And I don't mean like what if this is a tech stock or a therapeutic stock. I'm saying more like judging by where you are in the market, and then judging what the stock is doing. Is it a leader or is it not a leader? Because if I pull up my let's say 1 month gainer stocks, I get like, I don't know, 30, 50 stocks, but probably only one to three, or like let's say 2 to 5 of those are actual leaders. And the leaders are the kind of stocks where you can pretty much join the trend at your specific setup and then just let it ride, and you raise your stop loss until you're taken out, and you can be in this trade for weeks to months. Also, of course, depending on the overall market. And how do you judge which stock is a leader and which one isn't? So I've been thinking about this one. This is way back. Axon Enterprise, which had a super nice run from 2003 up to 2004. This run was a 10,000% run in a year, about a year. And so this is a leader, and now you're looking at the weekly chart and you're probably saying, well, where's the entry? Where did you get in? Now I need to get back some indicators here. Here we go. Indicators, yes, okay. So as you can see on the weekly chart, the price, the stock, is riding this 10-week moving average very well. It can't close under. And the first time the stock closes under the 10-week, which is, this keeps on going, which is here, that usually means the trend is broken. You can see ever since March 2003, it just kept going up. It never closed a week under this green line. So this is a leader. And after you closed under, there's a bit of a stage 1, stage 2, stage 3 market, a topping market, wide and whippy, wide and loose, and then eventually falls over and enters a stage 4 downtrend. So now that you know that the leading stocks ride the 10-week moving average, when can you expect to enter these stocks? Probably once there's a red week and the 10-week moving average is catching up. There's probably some sort of entry on a lower time frame. Already here you can see that here we had 1 to 3 weeks of sideways, which probably created a very nice range for you to enter on this $1 area. So let's go back to this chart. Let's just look at what happens, let's say here. Is there a good setup anywhere here? This is a rising wedge. It's a tough one. Of course, there was a little bit of a flag here, as well as there was a flag here. It was just a pullback. And this stock is so strong, so any of these like tiny entries would have kept you in the stock and would have held your stop loss. But here is a better one. And these are the 3 weeks I was talking about. You see this final huge pop and then pull back, another pop, and then it goes sideways, creates this beautiful range here. Here. See that range? So these are the patterns that you really want to wait for. And since you've seen that the stock, if you look at the weekly here, has just been cruising the 10-week moving average, you can assume that it's a leader until it's proven otherwise. So if perhaps this stock just, instead of printing this green candle, went straight down, then it would have closed under the 10-week, and it's no longer a leader. It couldn't hold up. I have no idea what the overall market did in this period. Probably a long rise, but doesn't really matter. Anyhow, what I'm trying to say here, know which stock you're in. I'm talking to myself because I've been trading stocks that are not leaders, expecting them to lead. So I've given back, 5, 10, 15 R profits because I thought it was a leader, but I failed to realize that these stocks are actually, they're not leaders. So you should be very aggressive with taking profits or raising your stop aggressively. And I kind of want to go, let's see here. Yeah, and also I said here, let leaders ride and be aggressive with raising stop loss on non-quality plus day trades. And the next point is love your stop loss. It's not worth it. I'm gonna get into that point later because I've done some very stupid mistakes and it's costing me so much opportunity because I'm not following the rules. Here, I easily get bored and take stupid trades plus overtrade. I'm also gonna get to that, some examples. So now we know, understand which market you're in, also understand which stock you're in. So now I'm gonna go to a few examples of a few stocks I've been trading. Let's see here. So let's see here, AQST. What has this stock been doing when I took the entry? So if you look in the weekly chart here, at this point in time, you could actually say, well, I don't know if this is a leader or not. So far it's cruising the 10-week moving average, but here on this week it actually failed and it closed under, proving that it's not as strong of a stock as I perhaps thought. So what should my expectations be on this stock? Is the expectation to set new all-time highs, or should it be a quick 2-3 day swing trade if you find some sort of an entry? So this stock, for example, I took this stock, I think my entry is like from 1.6 or something, let's say it was 1.6, and I think I was up, yeah, I was up a lot on this one, and I'm looking at the weekly. So again, yeah, say I was up 10R, maybe 10R, and I wanted to raise my stop to follow the 10-day moving average, but is looking at where the stock is, how it failed on the weekly picture. I should not expect new all-time high. Also, where we are in the market cycle, we're not at new all-time highs, we're at this bear market bottom bounce. The market is not so strong for these low quality stocks. Let's go to another one, IDEX. This one also, if you're looking at the weekly here, I took this stock here once this week, which is in here, this week created this little wedge on the 10-week, also on the 50-day, and I expect a new highs. Of course, at this point it was a valid thought because it popped and then it rode the 10-week, so this could have been a really nice trade. This is also where the market started dumping. The market had a pullback on August 1, so it came out of here and I was up, how many are? Yeah, okay, so 3 are in total, not so much, but I took my stop loss way down here, so I lost much more on this than I should have because I wanted it to go so bad. So this was a decent trade. It was an alright trade, just that I didn't take my stop loss when I should have, which is not good. Let's see here. Pulse. I've been talking about this one a lot as well. Let's see where we are. I guess this one was maybe also valid. Is that it had a nice pump and it rode the 10 week, but I think it rode it too long. It was not enough momentum. But anyway, I took this entry and then I eventually got stopped out. So bear market, bottom, bounce. Be quick with your profits. Then cook. Also because the market just had a pullback. So these are like the laggards, the stocks that pop at the very end of a tiny bull market. So this is a super valid entry up here on this EP day. But it just came back. Of course, I'm watching this one for another entry somewhere because this setup is, you know, it has potential to go. So yeah, I gotta be better with judging if a stock is a leader or just a weak stock. Let's see here. Yeah. And also, yeah, I haven't uploaded in a while, and I've been taking trades, but I haven't been taking smart trades. These two are, you know, good trades. Where are we here? So far. Could be a bit too early, who knows. EVLO and Olma. Yeah. Bought it on this day here. And my stop is now break even. What I'm trying to get to, I'm trying to get to my mistakes. I've been also on the wrong pulse with the market, because I've been in trades and then I see like intraday day trade opportunities, and then I feel a little bit of FOMO because I didn't have money to buy anything. But I see the opportunities, but since my swing trades are working, I'm like, well, it doesn't really matter, but I still get that FOMO. And then once I maybe sell a position and I see not as good day trade setups, but I still take them. I take really stupid trades because I'm bored. And then I'm not willing to... Yeah, I've taken a lot of quick stop losses, which are mini cuts, which is bad, because the setups are not worth it. But then again, about a month ago I had a bag hold because I just couldn't stop out. I was just so, I don't know, so out of it, so messed up in the mind. And I have another one which is right here. Layu. Let's see here. Man, I remember this one. It's so insane. I was looking at this stock. Which day was it? Here. Yeah. And where is it? Okay. So if you look at the big picture, it has potential to go. It made one pop, two pops, and usually the third pop can go, you know. With that in mind, I saw it pop in the morning, and then I started to average in. I think my first buy was here, risking the very low, so it was a super wide stop. Then after this bottom, I think I bought another one risking this pivot, and then I finally bought this little breakout here. And since I had 3 entries, I was not sure how much my risk was. I knew I was still within my limits, but I was calculating what my risk was. And while I was calculating how wide of a stop I had, I saw that I was up 7R, and I was like, oh, that's nice. But and these runners, and it's a 2-minute chart, the pattern is too small really for this to be sustainable long term. So I initially put a stop under here. I had a hard stop in the system, and then I told myself once we get the first 2-minute break of a previous candle, I'll put a sell order above. I had a sell order at 490, 429 I think, and it never got there. It just dumped, and then it dumped again. And now, since I had a sell order up here, also a stop loss here, in my broker, that doesn't work, because then you have too many shares to sell. And I knew this. I knew that if the price comes here, it's not gonna hit my stop loss, because I already have an order up here. So I wanted this to turn back so bad that I didn't remove this order, and I saw the price take out my would-be stop loss here. And I thought to myself, well, it's probably gonna bounce. I mean, a natural chart acts, after a pretty obvious stop loss level, it usually bounces. So I thought, oh, well, I'll wait for a bounce, and then I'll add a new stop loss, which was super stupid, because this is a 2-minute chart. It's a pump and dump stock, and it just went straight down without barely any bounces. So I'm a bag holder, and at this point in time, it's not that much money. R-wise, it's a lot of money, but I can work for a week and make this money back. But this is just stupid, and I'm very happy I'm doing these really awful mistakes right now when I can afford it, because it's really no money. But again, R-wise, it's so stupid. And I'm still holding it because of no reason, really. Pretty much because I've studied the past of this stock, and I see that it after a pump, it just really dies off, and then it pumps again. So my thought on this one is that I'll just have a sell stop order up a bit higher at some good levels if it pumps again, or I'll just sell it at whatever price it is if I see some really good opportunity elsewhere. Right now I don't even care. I'm just like, well, all I want from this is I want a good lesson of that. Don't ever trust a stock, and don't expect the stock to act natural, especially if it's a small cap pump and dump stock without any news. It was probably a chat room pumping this, and I could have exited with 7R, raised my stop loss, maybe get like 5R, but I couldn't do it. I wanted more from this. And then I'm thinking, I was watching TTOO for a few days. He created this very nice flag, had a super nice technical breakout here. I saw this entry as well. Didn't have any money to buy because I was holding 2 good trades and 1 stupid bag hold. So not only, this is super important to understand, not only did I not cut a day trade at 1R, I hold it down to maybe, 20, 30R loss, which is, not 30R, maybe 20R. And first, then I have to realize, that's 20 tries at catching something like TTOO. I mean, this thing is up, or was up, 95R from my first thought of entry. And it was up 10R from the second entry. So instead, I'm choosing to hold this bag, not giving me free money to buy when the opportunity is there. So not only does it cost me 20R to hold this stupid stock because I was too stubborn to just love my stop loss, and then I miss opportunities like this. Let's say I nail this one, 95R, plus that 20R from, that's 120R, that's That's a double in your account. I mean, you have to. I have to. I need to get this into my mind. The only reason I am still red is because I keep fucking up like this one. I know how to identify really good setups, but I still keep fucking up every like month. And I don't know if it's because I'm at a level financially where I'm a bit stressed. I wanna get to that level of freedom. Doesn't have to be that much, but when you have your everyday expenses, taken care of, and you can sorta travel without being stressed about making money tomorrow. I'm not talking about luxury traveling. I'm just talking about doing whatever you feel like, even just riding around in the trunk of my car. I love that. But now I can't afford the gas. So I want to make the money so bad, but I have to step back and realize that this is a long game, and these lessons I'm learning now with little capital are super important, because I am going to get to bigger levels eventually, and hopefully then I'll be able to, let's say there are 2 days of just, I don't exercise, I don't go outside because it's raining, and I'm not working because I've taken the 2 days off, I don't see any friends. So there's 2 days of me just staring at the computer, studying and also watching the market. It's super easy to just get bored and take stupid trades that you have not planned. And I'm thinking to myself that once I get to that level where the everyday expenses are nothing, and I can sort of, travel, have something to do with my time outside of trading, which I already do. I mean, I'm running, I'm exercising, I'm doing a lot of things, but I'm missing that freedom of just going anywhere you want. And I'm thinking that once I get to that level, these stupid mistakes are gonna disappear, because it's not worth it. Again, it's not worth it now, and I could be making so much more money if I just don't do them. So we'll see. I get my next paycheck in 10 days, and I'll add some to my account, and then I'll hopefully, with a fresh mind and lessons learned, attack the market again once the opportunity arises, and I'll be able to grow from break even to profitable over the years. Well, okay. What happened here? I wonder if I have a stop loss on this one here, or if it's still down here. Doesn't really matter. I'm gonna check it. The point of today was just to simply talk about my mistakes and what I've learned from them, and what I'm gonna do to change them in the future. Which is pretty much take your fucking stop loss. That's all you gotta do. Take your stop loss, and you'll be profitable. Now, going off to work, and then I'm gonna be hiking for 3 days, which is gonna be nice. And then I'm gonna do some small road trip traveling for a week to refresh my mind, and again, getting my paycheck to get some more money in the accounts. And we'll see. All right, good enough for today. Ciao.